Going to show a couple of examples for our IXLU3, which is over arc length. So here's one example where we're given the radius of a circle is 4 miles, and then we have the sector here that has an arc measure of 135 degrees, and we're asked for an exact answer in simplest form. So in solving this, remember your arc length formula. We're going to take that fraction of the circle arc measure over 360 times the circumference. So in this case, we are looking for this arc length. We're given the arc measure is 135 degrees. So that's out of 360. And then circumference, because we have the radius of 4, we're going to say 2 times pi times that radius of 4 is one of our formulas for finding circumference. Now, to have an exact answer, I'm going to just leave this as a fraction. I'm going to leave the pi part in there for that exact answer. And so I could reduce this fraction. 45 goes into both of these values, so that would reduce down to 3 over 8. And then if I take 2 times 4, I have 8 times pi. And again, I can think of this as if it's over 1, and so that exact answer, those 8s, are going to cancel each other out, and our exact answer for that arc length would be 3 pi, and then whatever our units are. I believe the example gave miles, and I changed it to inches. Here's our arc length. That fraction of the circumference represents just this arc part here. In another example, now we are looking for the angle. We are given that the diameter is 10 miles, and then we are given the arc length of 4 pi miles, and we're looking for the angle measure. So what is the angle measure with this given information? So we're going to plug in what we know. So we know the arc length, that's given to us here. So I'm going to plug that piece in. We do not know the arc measure. That's what we're looking for. That can be our variable out of 360 degrees. What fraction of the circle are we talking about? And then times our circumference, because the diameter is 10, and we're going to say diameter times pi, or 10 times pi, for that circumference. So again, we can get rid of the pi right off the bat. I can divide both sides by pi, and those cancel out. So now we have 4 is equal to x over 360 times 10. Now I'm solving for x. As far as the order that I bring these over really doesn't make a difference. I can multiply both sides by 360 and then divide by 10, or I can divide by 10 and then multiply by 360. Either way doesn't make a difference. So if I multiply both sides by 360, 4 times 360 is 1,440. And so then we have x times 10, then divide both sides by 10. And we see that our angle x is 144 degrees. And we can plug that back into our equation and solve and see if we get that same arc length if we want to check our answers.